Number 5. Now, burning the midnight oil might sound romantic at the start until you realise it's just you, a deadline, and a very sad 11 PM microwave dinner. That's right, to burn the midnight oil means to stay up and reach that deadline, whether it be work or study. Now, before electric lights became the norm, if you wanted to work late, you literally had to burn oil in lamps or candles to see what you were doing. Writers and poets in the 17th century used midnight oil to describe studying or writing deep into the night, and the phrase struck a symbol of serious effort and indeed some sleep deprivation. Today, we may use the term to burn the midnight oil to describe someone who is staying up very late to do work or study. It's basically the grown-up version of cramming your nightlife full of spreadsheets, instant noodles, and caffeine. Number 4. It's that phrase that every second job advertisement seems to have. That's right, they're after someone who can hit the ground running. Although you never see advertisements saying hit the ground slightly confused and need a lengthy handover. That's right, to hit the ground running means that you can start work and be productive quickly. Now, the phrase likely grew from military and transport imagery in the early 20th century, where troops jumping from moving vehicles or even aircraft literally had to hit the ground and run to avoid getting hurt or indeed left behind. Similar wording pops up in American writing about people who leap off trains or wagons and dashing at full speed. Today, we'll regularly use the term hit the ground running, which identifies someone new to the role who's already prepped, productive, and ready to go. Just like that new person that somehow knows all of the internal acronyms before IT have even set up their email. Number 3. Now, this phrase may come up when there is a call for creative thinking. We might be asked to, at times, think outside the box. Now, the phrase became popular in American business circles in the 1970s and is associated with the famous 9 dots puzzle used in management thinking. You're given 9 dots in a square and told to connect them with 4 straight lines without lifting your pen. The only way to solve it is to literally draw the lines that go outside of the implied box. Today, we'll use the term think outside the box to simply mean breaking out of your usual habits or even your comfort zone in order to find those very creative solutions. Number 2. You might hear someone say that they just need to get their foot in the door in order to bravely apply for that entry-level role that actually requires 5 years' experience. That's right, to get one's foot in the door means to start or embark within a company, sector, or particular field of expertise. Now, the phrase likely grew out of images of salespeople and canvassers who literally wedged their foot in someone's doorway so they couldn't be shut on them. Over time, it shifted from that slightly pushy physical tactic to a metaphor for gaining any kind of initial access that might lead to bigger opportunities later. That's right, so to get your foot in the door means you landed that entry-level job, the internship, or that small opportunity that could eventually lead to the role that you really want. And finally, number 1. Now, it's in these circumstances where you've got all your plans lined up and the job is ready to go, and then your boss says, great effort, but let's go back to the drawing board. That's right, getting back to the drawing board means that you have got to go back to the beginning and start all over again. Now, the phrase can be traced back to around about World War II, and actually was helped along by a New York cartoon showing an engineer trudging back to his drafting table after a test plane crash. The drawing board was literally a wooden desk where engineers and designers would sketch plans, so if the design failed, you had to go back and start all over again. In today's world, we'll use the term going back to the drawing board to symbolise a situation where a plan has flopped, or if the boss has simply changed their mind.